Terry Emick and his staff is the one that normally comes out and does these flyovers. He has supported us probably from day one also. And he also supports a lot of the Memorial Day events and other veteran events here in the state. So you can applaud, you can wave, but we appreciate Terry Emick and his staff very, very much.
If you guys would please rise for the presentation of the flags, if you're able to. If you're not, please, you can sit. But here comes the presentation of the flags from the Desert Sky Mustang Club.
If I can have the Grand Marshals just come up forward, please. The Grand Marshal. Good morning. We're gonna, as soon as we get our other Grand Marshal to come up, then we will begin. Okay, very good. Very, very good. We welcome our Grand Marshals. We'd like to introduce Mr. Brad Kepler for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red lanthorns bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
What we're going to do now is we are going to do a presentation. We're going to introduce our Grand Marshals. And I'd like to introduce first Jack Holder, Pearl Harbor survivor, World War II hero, distinguished U.S. Navy aviator. A little bit about this individual is on December 7, 1941. Jack flew in well over 100 U.S. Navy missions in World War II, including the infamous 1942 Battle of Midway. And in 1948, the United States Navy flight engineer Jack Holder was honorably discharged with the following recognitions: 2 Distinguished Flying Crosses, a Combat Action Medal, 9 air medals, World War II Victory Medal, World War II Commemorative Medal, the Sea Service Medal, Overseas Medal, Airborne, Air Assault, Presidential Citation, and 7 Commendation Awards. Please. Thank you, Jack. We are very honored that you are here today. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce Adolfo Harpo Celaya, World War II veteran, survivor of the USS Indianapolis. On January 30th, 1945, 2 Japanese destroyers, torpedoes, struck the USS Indianapolis just days after delivering components of the atomic bomb, which was later dropped in Hiroshima. Of the 1,196 people aboard, excuse me, 900 made it into the water alive. But after 5 days at sea, only 317 survived. Adolfo Harpo Celaya is one of the few remaining survivors of the USS Indianapolis. He enlisted in the United States Navy when he was 17 in 1944 and fought in both the Battle of Okinawa and the Battle of Iwo Jima. Adolfo saw the first flag raised at Iwo Jima. He was honorably discharged and has received the following recognitions: Congressional Gold Medal and the Purple Heart. Mr. Celaya, we thank you very, very much for your service, and we are very honored that you are here today. Thank you. Our next one, unfortunately, he was not able to make it today, but we want to recognize this gentleman. His name is William G. William G. McMurray, United States Army Special Forces. He was a POW in Vietnam. Specialist McMurray's service is described as gallantry in action while engaged in military operations involving conflict with an armed hostile force of the Republic of Vietnam. His actions during his service and during his capture have recognized him for his valorous actions. And on February 7th, 1968, after helping defend Long Vây Special Forces camp in South Vietnam, Special Forces McMurray was captured and held as a POW in North Vietnam. He was released in 1973. Specialist McMurray's commendable achievements and devotion to duty were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. He was honorably discharged with the following recognition: the Silver Star, the Legion of Merit, the Bronze Star, and the Prisoner of War Medal. We thank Mr. McMurray today. We thank the individuals in that car representing McMurray, and we wish him the best. We hope to see him soon. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our parade marshals, and we are very, very honored that they are here today spending time with us. Next, the branch flags will be presented by several veterans from the following organizations. For the Army, Paul Cowboy Clinton. For the Navy, Larry Hoffberger. The Marine Corps, Tom Helpingstein. The Air Force, Eric Montgomery. And the Coast Guard, Steve Carrero. These veterans are from organizations such as the Combat Veterans, the Elks Riders, and the HOHP Eagle Shadow Riders. Please give them a hand, please. So we are now ready and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this parade and this day. And thank you again for all of us here. Thank you.
Well, thank you too. Thank you.
Let's give them a round of applause for their beautiful services today. Thank you. Thank you, Desert Sky Mustang Club. Thank you to our Grand Marshals and also our motorcyclists presenting the branch flags today. Thank you, Harpo.
Crank it up. Our first group coming up is the Buffalo Soldiers of America and the Historical Museum. The banner presentation is from the Vista Grande Marine JROTC. The Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club is a club in the United States named for the historic African-American United States Army regiments known as the Buffalo Soldiers. The first African-American soldiers to arrive in Arizona at Fort Huachuca were the Buffalo Soldiers in the 1890s, the 9th and 10th Cavalry, and the 24th and 25th Infantry Regiment. The Fort Huachuca Buffalo Soldiers distinguished themselves in the Spanish-American War and the charge up San Juan Hill. The Buffalo Soldiers protected travelers in the Old West and rode into Mexico to hunt for Pancho Villa and fought in 2 world wars. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Soldiers. Thank you for all that you do and represent the Arizona chapter. Our next presentation will be the World War I banner, and this is presented by the Vista Grande Marine Corps JROTC. As you know, 1914 to 1918 was World War I. It was called the First World War. It was a global war and known as the Great War, or the War to End All Wars. It was led by a mobilization of more than 70 million military personnel, which included 60 million Europeans, making it one of the largest in history. We thank you. I jotted down a couple names from World War I. One is from here in Casa Grande, and there is an American Legion that is named after him. His name was Fred Humphreys, and he was here and enlisted into the Army and died during World War I in combat. The other one that I'm very familiar with is Matthew Wan, Gila River Indian Community, and he was the first Pima Indian in Arizona to die in World War I. World War II, again presented by the Marine Corps JROTC. This began in 1939 to 1945. Terry Top Gun Gunderson, who was also an HOHP Honor Guard and volunteer, is in his classic vehicle. Terry is driving a 46 U.S. Navy staff car. Terry served in the United States Navy and is a proud Vietnam veteran. Thank you again. I've always seen this car parked everywhere, and I think now I know who it is. I'm going to ask for a ride in it one day. Our next presentation is the submarine veterans, the Tautog base. And it's good to see them. I haven't seen them in a few years, and I appreciate them being out here representing the submarine vets. As the veterans of the United States Submarine Force, we are committed to perpetuating the memory of our shipmates who gave their lives in pursuit of their duties while serving their country. The submariners represents all eras for military service beginning in World War II. Ladies and gentlemen, the submariners. Next is a good vehicle to see all the time on these parades. The Museum of Casa Grande with the mayor of Casa Grande and the city council. So each one, please stand up and say, no, I'm just joking. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting your veterans in this community. Thank you. Yes, it is a 1928 American LaFrance. It is driven by Fire Chief Gene Lehman. And this vehicle came out in between World War I and World War II. Next, we have the driver singing, God Bless USA. Arizona City Fire Department. Chief Heaton, along with Dean Cron, is driving a 41 restored Ford fire truck. The Arizona City Ford Fire District has been operating since 1964. Thank you to our veterans for their service, and we thank you. If you love your freedom, thank a vet. I thought that was the fire chief singing. No. It could have been. Our next presentation, the banner representing the Korean War from 1950 to 1953. It is presented by the Vista Grande Marine Corps JROTC. A couple things about the Korean War. It was fought between the North and the South from 1950 to 53. The war began in June of 50 when North Korea invaded the South. North Korea was supported by China and Soviet Union, while the South was supported by the United Nations, principally the United States. This ended, the armistice was signed on 27 July 53. A couple individuals that served during the Korean War, Carlos Caker and Clifton Smith. Chris Coupler, the driver, Kit Schmidt, United States Air Force, and service dog Lola. Kit Schmidt is a retired Air Force captain. He was a navigator and flew in the B-52 and the RF-4. He served in Vietnam. Chris is driving a 51 Dodge M37 olive drab power wagon. This vehicle did come out during the Korean War era. The next presentation is the Vietnam War, presented also by the Casa Grande Union High School ROTC, 1955 to 1975.
Yes. This entry is very special to me. The Rendon Gold Star family with the Casa Grande Middle School. The Casa Grande Middle School National Junior Honor Society, led by Mrs. Rosales and Wildcat Cheer Squad, honor our servicemen and women who have served our great country through time. The Rendon Gold Star family walks today to honor their family member, Guadalupe Doc Rendon, Purple Heart recipient and medic who gave his life serving our country during the Vietnam War. Also included today are several descendants who served or currently serve in all branches of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Kim. It is truly an honor to have this family represented, this great veteran. I think I'm 10. Okay, this is still part of the. Thank you, Casa Grande Middle School. We have a great following for this family. Doc Rendon. Keep smiling.
Hello, Ernest Rendon, brother of Guadalupe Rendon. Thank you, sir, for coming today. That's Guadalupe's brother.
And what t-shirts are they wearing here? I see, yeah. Each one is wearing a t-shirt that was specially done for Doc. And we do it for honor. Our next is Robert Souza, U.S. Army Vietnam veteran and a very long time supporter of this parade. And we thank him for everything that he does for our veterans in this community and throughout the state. Bob, it's good to see you. And Bob was a squad leader with the 1st Field Force in Vietnam. He served from 68 to 69, and he is driving a 68 Chevrolet Malibu, a vehicle that was out during the Vietnam War. Our next is Rick Mendoza. Another classic car, 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air. 350 engine, 4 on the floor, driven by Rick Mendoza, who was also out during the Vietnam War. Matter of fact, I think my father had one of these. Rick drives today to thank all veterans for their service. Thank you, Rick. Car looks great. Butch Herman, classic car. The 1960 Corvette with custom paint wheels, 355 horsepower, owned for 34 years and driven to Nashville and back. Thank you. Thank you for being here. U.S. Army Vietnam, J.J. Butch Herman. I did not know that the Vietnam vets were such great singers. But they're here. Vietnam Vets Legacy Vets Motorcycle Club today is here. The Vietnam Vets Legacy Motorcycle Club is a worldwide international organization, and the mission remains to do whatever is necessary to bring our POW and MIA brothers home from all wars and to insist on full accountability from our elected officials. As advocates, we participate in motorcycle and community activities to draw public attention to the unique problems of veterans, and especially Vietnam. Thank you. Our next is the Hospice Family Care. The MASH unit, alert, MASH unit, alert. Navy veteran Ryan Ringel driving a 71 C20 Chevy. In the cab is Korean War combat veteran Dick Hill, two-tour Vietnam veteran, Navy Seabees Lieutenant Commander Terry Gonley, Navy Chaplain Sam Ortega. Dr. Michael Ridge of Casa Grande, a doctor for 35 years. Nurse Alicia Valenzuela and Natalie Garcia are also representing family care. Dr. Ridge does look like Hawkeye Pierce. Yes, it is. Our next one is William Bailey, Vietnam veteran. He's also with the HOHP Honor Guard and Color Guard. William has been a member of the Color Guard since it started over 2 years ago. Treasured moments come from participating in pinning ceremonies of veterans who are in the hospice. He is also a board member of HOHP. Thank you, William.
Our entry number 17 today is Dale Pollitt in a classic car. Doyle is driving a 1968 Olds Cutlass convertible purchased in 1992 and restored in Iowa in 1995. This 1968 represents a vehicle that was driven during the era of the Vietnam War. Thank you, gentlemen, for bringing that car out today. Ed Bajorquez, classic car. Ed is driving a 1965 Buick Skylark convertible. This vehicle represents another vehicle that was driven during the Vietnam War era. Thank you, gentlemen, for bringing this vehicle out today.
Today, Vietnam veterans from the CVMA and VFW Post 1677, District 10 ride together in support of their Vietnam brothers and sisters. CVMA is an association of veterans of all branches of the United States Armed Forces who rides motorcycles as a hobby, and their mission is to support and defend those who have defended our country and our freedoms. VFW District 10 riders are made of veterans of foreign wars who are motorcycle enthusiasts and support and what they do here in the state of Arizona and here in Casa Grande. Thank you, guys. Next is the Casa Grande Union High School Marching Band. The pride of Casa Grande competes all over Arizona and California. Can we give them a hand? They do a tremendous job.
Get 'em, Aaron and Sarah! Yay! Color Guard! Yay, Pride of Casa Grande!
Sharing the spirit. to the marching band. Thank you. Thank you for being here. The next one coming up is Casa Grande Union High School Marine Corps JROTC. The Casa Grande Union High School Marine Corps JROTC, they are led by Senior Marine Instructor Major Rob Sherwood and Marine Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Jesus Flores. The cadet commanding is Cadet First Lieutenant Evan Kirkbride. The Cadet First Sergeant is Anthony Morietti. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Looking good, looking good. Our next one coming up is the Boys and Girls Club of the Sun Corridor. Boys and Girls Club is honoring all armed forces, veterans in the Desert Storm era. We have members and staff from 7 sites, 5 K-8 branches, 2 teen centers, and their staff and members support veterans proudly. Thank you. Right. The Casa Grande Union High School, ROTC, is now presenting the Desert Storm banner. Desert Storm, as you know, went from 1990 to 1991. Our next one is the Iraq, representing the Iraq conflict. VFW Casa Grande, Post 1677. Honoring all Iraq and Afghanistan veterans from all services. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You've been a mainstay for many, many years throughout this community. Our next one is the Casa Grande Elks Lodge 1957. On board is Staff Sergeant Eichen, retired wounded Afghanistan combat veteran of several military excursions with the Army and Marine Corps. Our float is decorated with red, white, and blue. The veterans on there is Sharon Miller, Tim Bolin, and Larry Hoffenberger. Thank you. Eichen. Our next is the Casa Grande Valley Elks Riders. Casa Grande Valley Elks Riders are pride and charity. They have donated over $2,500 to veteran charities. Thank you for honoring your veterans. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Elks Riders. Today, Iraq veterans from CVMA 32-6 and VFW Post 1677 ride in support of their Iraq brothers and sisters who serve. Thank you. Thank you. Quiet Waters Global Maternal Wellness, enhancing overall well-being, 2 at a time. And we have a person up on the top. Family of Serving. Quiet Waters is a veteran-owned business and a 501c3 that caters to veterans' moms and women, providing care from prenatal through menopause. Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do. Women's care, spa treatments, skin care, and more. Today, Afghanistan veterans from CVMA 32-6 and BMW ride together in support of their Afghanistan brothers and sisters who serve. Thank you. Coming up is the Vista Grande High School Marching Band. Vista Grande High School Marching Band under the direction of Adam Flores, drum major Alex Sanchez. Let's give them a hand. This is their first appearance in the Veteran Day Parade, and we appreciate that. So we hope to see them next year too. Thank you. This presentation is very unique. Vista Grande High School, Marine Corps JROTC. In the vehicle is Mr. and Mrs. Marine Corps JROTC. And so we say thank you for being here. As you can see also, some of these students are wearing different military uniforms that our veterans, that people have donated to HOHP, and these uniforms have been worn by our honored veterans. So thank you again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for representing each service. Thank you. This next one is also unique. This is the first time for this vehicle to be here in the parade for veterans, and came all the way from Phoenix. Tom Fallows, Radiant Financial Group. The limo is wrapped, helping people achieve the American dream. VIP experience for heroes helping our veterans. And we thank you for being here. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go get in the car. Okay. Darn it. Our next is the American Legion Riders of Post 9 of Florence. American Legion Riders of Post 9 are a group of riders helping and supporting veterans along with supporting the community and those in need. This is a slingshot and other motorcycles. Interesting. Awesome. Yes. Where's this? Along with the Marine Corps League. Yeah, this is all known. All known. Okay, Slingshot. Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your service. Amen. Casa Grande Marine Corps League Detachment 901. The mission of the Casa Grande Detachment is to promote the interest and to preserve traditions of the United States Marine Corps, strengthening the fraternity of Marines and their families, and foster the ideas or ideals of Americanism and patriotic volunteerism. Thank you. Thank you, Detachment 901. Thank you. Honoring, hiring our heroes of Pinell County, Eagle One, mobile veteran, escorted by Mr. Bob Day, Navy veteran and military mains officer for Pinell County. And his assistant. And here is Eagle One. Eagle One has gone across almost the state of Arizona in helping veterans and their families. And you will see them in different areas set up. So please, if you see them, knock on the window and say, hey, I'd like to come in. National Community Health Partners, NCHP. National Community Health Partners is a group that assists our veterans in need of homes and employment. Friends of Veterans. Friends of Veterans. We owe our veterans a debt of gratitude for their service, and our freedom did not come free. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Friends of Veterans. American Warriors. Thank you. I think we've had a pretty good turnout for not having this last year and the situation. And a very good crowd. So I thank each and every one of you. And the ones that can't hear this, please pass it on. Thank you. Building a brighter future. Democrats of Casa Grande. The Democrats of Casa Grande advocate on behalf of improved veteran benefits, as well as quality health care, education, and economic opportunities for working and vulnerable families. Ralph, how are you? Good. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out. Okay. Is the dog a Democrat too? Okay, all right, just want to check. Next one is representing Tom O'Halloran of Congress, Democrats of Casa Grande, building a brighter future. Our next presentation is Girl Scout Troop 381. Troop, yes, give him a. Troop 381 is a 3-year-old troop with co-leaders Jasmine McDonald and Apollo Child marching in support of our veterans. Thank you. Thank you, and we want to see you here next year. Okay, very good. Very good. I like all your badges. Look at that. That's quite. You guys work hard, don't you? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Our next one is the Boy Scouts of American Cub Scout Pack Troop 919 and Troop 919. The mission of the Boy Scouts of America is to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetime by instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and Scout Law. The oath states, "On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law. To help others, yes, at all times. To keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Cub Scout Pack 919 and Troop 919 serve youth between the ages of kindergarten to 17 years old." Thank you for being here. Thank you for your hard work that you do. Hello, how are you? So, who got to ride? Did we do a lottery or something for the people who ride, or? Okay, all right. Yeah. Let's go, veterans. United States Border Patrol, Casa Grande Horse Patrol Unit. Please welcome. The United States Border Patrol has been protecting our nation's borders on horseback since 1924. And that guy just raised his hand, and he was the first one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out. How many veterans? Very good. Thank you. Awesome. The Scooper Doopers, yes. I think they drew straws. Yes. Good job, good job. Yeah. Let's give him a hand. Yes. Customs and Border Protection. Protecting our streets. The Western Heritage Rangers. In 2012, the Western Heritage Rangers was created as an all-volunteer organization that donated to various charities and provides free firearm safety classes for youth and CCW classes for adults. We are thankful for our veterans and the freedoms that we enjoy, and we thank the Heritage Rangers to come out today. Thank you for what you do. The Heritage Rangers. Citizens on Patrol Posse, Pinal County. Pinal County Citizens on Patrol is a volunteer organization to be the eyes and ears for the Pinal County Sheriff's Department. Thank you. I think they're missing the posse. Next, oh my gosh, he's back again. Gene Lehman, he's back. Did you drop off the city council somewhere? And
They gave me $3,000 first fire truck.
$3,000 for the first fire truck. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let freedom ring. Support our troops. Casa Grande Fire Department, thank you for what you do every day. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the parade. Now we're going to go up to by the VFW. There's going to be a veteran celebration there, and we invite each and every one of you to come on up and share the event. We'd love to see you and talk with you. Thank you again. It's been a pleasure, been an honor. Thank you.